Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I really just wanted to come on quickly and share a 3 card reading. I wasn't planning on doing a reading when I was shuffling the cards, but when these 3 came out, okay, so I'll tell you guys what came out first. We had the Knight of Wands come out first with the 10 of Wands. And I actually cut the deck in half and I got the 2 of Swords as like what do they plan on doing about it type of thing. Okay, so this is a message from the masculine. It's how the masculine collective is feeling right now, and when it comes to like physically, like what they want to do or what they're thinking of doing, or just like where their head's at, we have the Knight of Wands that's coming through. And something tells me like this is somebody who feels the passion, okay? Like there's a strong romantic connection here. There's a physical attraction between you two. There might be a lot of emphasis as well on coming together so that you guys can like have like a physical interaction with each other, okay? So I feel like this is a masculine who genuinely wants to be in your company to show you their love language, which is primarily through touch. I kind of feel like this touch has to do with like just cuddling you, or like doing just kind of like the simple little things like sitting next to you and holding your hand while watching a movie, or like, I don't know, it's just like this intimacy with this person in like in these very subtle ways. Like they don't really want to, like what I'm getting is like, okay, when it comes to like love making, for example, they don't want to just come in there and like, oh yeah, let's make love. Like they want like a slow build up. Okay, they really want like anticipation to build between you two. And I feel like if many of you are wondering where your masculines are at right now, they're strategizing and they're planning on like figuring out what the best like what's the best way to do this. Like, should I take it slow? Like I'm hearing too that many of your masculines really want to be patient with you, because with the Knight of Wands coming through, they might have like a really bad rap of maybe being a player, maybe being very in and out. But as many of you know on the twin flame journey, if you're a divine feminine and you're a divine masculine and you're watching this reading, the whole in and out and ghosting and whatever, it's just a twin flame thing, okay? It's not like other relationships or other 3D relationships. When that happens, it's like, oh no, this person is toxic, this person is this person is a narcissist. Between twin flames, when the ghosting happens, you both are able to genuinely understand why the ghosting is happening. So your consciousness allows you to go past, oh my god, they're so full of it, they're such a narcissist. When you're a twin flame, your reaction is, okay, let me be patient and maybe try to delve a little bit deeper into what their childhood was like. Or, you know, you as a divine feminine, for example, like when your masculine is ghosting, or when they're in and out, or when they're aggressive, like, you know how to read in between the lines when it comes to your masculine. And like, even if they do have narcissistic tendencies and like, you know, they're wounded or troubled, many of the feminines come into their lives to heal this, because you're immune to the masculines triggering divine feminine. It's like, you know, they can't trigger you because you are sent there to heal them. It's like whatever they have to dish out and to throw out, yeah, their karmic situations can get pretty chaotic, but when it comes to the divine feminine, it's like there's nothing that they can throw at you that you're not going to mirror right back to them and go, no, my darling, this is not my shit to deal with. This is your shit to deal with. And after you're done dealing with it, we could talk. Like, you know, it's like that's the energy the divine feminine sends off. If you guys haven't looked at the last few readings on the channel, check it out, because it really does talk about many of the divine feminines continuously inspiring and triggering change within these masculines. And that's actually one of the key things that shows them that they're genuinely on a twin flame journey. And many of your masculines are coming back from war, like with their karmic situations, and they're pleasantly surprised to find that their divine feminines are receiving them with open arms. But again, those are the divine feminines who like you guys have already seen this happening in slow motion, like, even though you may not want to be there for your masculine, because sometimes your ego might get the best of you, the universe, you obey the universe, and you might be like, okay, all right, dragging your feet, supporting your masculine along the way, because many of you have that higher consciousness to know that this bond between you two, it's like a soul contract. Like you're meant to learn from each other. It's like this kind of like love-hate relationship between twin flames, and like also this weird, like, kind of like friendship between the two, this strong bond where it's like, I don't really want to be doing this right now, but I'm going to do it because deep down inside, I can't help but care for you. Okay. And I really do want the best for you. Okay. So that's like the vibe the feminines are giving off. Okay. And many masculines are, I think, smiling ear to ear because, they really are feeling their feminine's presence, and more than ever, they're feeling her strength. I think that the divine feminines, the 10 of Wands is coming up because you're embodying strength with your masculine. Okay. So many of your masculines can see that you've shifted divine feminines, and it's like, you don't have the time of day to put up with their bullshit, but you're still being compassionate towards them. And it's like, there's this strength within you that says, you know what, now that you're going through the whole twin flame epiphany and twin flame bullshit, and I'm cool as a cucumber, I'm not going to do you dirty like you did me. Okay, I'll respond to your messages. I'll respond to you reaching out. I'll respond to your messages talking about you having a hard time absorbing whatever all of this is, even though the divine feminine might have told you so, that all of this shit was coming. Many of you are not going to do your masculines dirty like they did you, and I feel like this is also just like a huge sign that it's like they're genuinely on this journey, and expect a lot of your masculines to come with like commitment and passion and like really staying the course. It's like these are masculines who, they may not tell you a lot with their words, but they're going to show you with their actions that they're serious about everything that they've been going through, and like they're serious about the fact that they have been going through ascension, and they're also going to get serious with other people and like just other situations in their life that talk about just having to speak up for yourself and be present and have purpose in this life. Like a lot of people are going to see the masculines starting to appear in this very strong presence, and that's going to start with wanting to show it to the feminine first, and that, after wanting to show it to the feminine, it's going to trickle into many other areas of their lives as well. So I feel like 2023 is going to be your masculine's year. I feel like 2022 is maybe the feminine's year for a lot of you. We saw a lot of readings that were very much about the glow up. I feel like this year is going to be a lot of your divine masculines glow up, where they get a chance to just kind of go through the motions of like coming out of hermiting. And a lot of this too has to do with like their divine feminine supporting them as well, because I feel like like the divine feminines, I know what many of you might be thinking, like, how does the divine feminine get the shitty end of the stick? It's like, she doesn't really get the shitty end of the stick. She was meant to endure this journey because she was capable, and that's why like the energy of a woman bringing a baby into this world, many of your masculines are bewildered by this. Okay. Like the idea of a woman bringing a baby into this world, the masculine energy, the male energy, because it's yin and yang. Okay, there's only two energies on here, guys. Like, it's the like in terms of like man or woman. Okay, and divine feminine and divine masculine, and those, believe me, it belongs to both bodies. Okay, to both incarnations that are currently here on Earth, and there is a sense of feminine energy and feminine power, and that's where it starts. It's like, if you guys kind of backtrack and wonder like why the feminine energy became so suppressed in the first place, there's a lot to do with the phenomenon of like, if we kind of take this way back, just being shocked and surprised that a woman had the magic and ability to bring life into this world. And it's still something today that holds the sense of mystery and power, and it just sheds light on the core opposites between both energies, okay, and a lot of the qualities that come along with both energies as well, okay. And I feel like your masculine is very like inspired by your compassion right now. They know that it's their turn to really kind of go through it on this journey. Like when I mean go through it, I mean like the dark night of the soul, and just having things drastically change in their life when it comes to like their career, their identity as well, like who it is they are, realizing that it's like, you know what, my twin flame is a different race than me. My twin flame is a different age than me. My twin flame is married with kids, and we've been having this connection while my twin flame has been married. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe your masculine's the one that's married, and they've been having this connection with you even though they're married. I feel like now is the time where all of that stuff is going to be put under a spotlight with the masculines in their life, okay? Why it is they met the feminine, why it is this connection is so strong, what it is that it means to them, and what it means for like who it is they are on the inside. I feel like a lot of us are kind of going through the nitty gritty of that at this time. It's like our twin flames entered our lives to ask us, like, who are you? Like, who are you? Are you able to be honest about who it is you are deep down inside? Like, your twin flames come into your life to ask you, like, do you have what it takes? And that's the devil energy, and that's why many people get triggered and scared when their twins come into their life. That's why many people are scared of the tower moments and the dark night of the soul. And it's like, oh shit, like as much as there's passion here, this person tends to bring out the worst in me, or this person tends to throw my life into chaos, or they feel like a temptation, or they feel like lust. Yeah, it's because your twin flame is here to mirror that other side of the planet, right? It's like, it's not just all about the love and light. You know, it's like yin and yang, the energy of light and dark. We have to embrace the dark that's here. And that's why your twin flame may show up, specifically the divine masculine energy, as very toxic and dark. The divine feminine genuinely comes to, offer that light and that love. And that's why many of you may find yourselves going through the journey first if you're the divine feminine. But believe me, guys, like a lot of your masculines through the Two of Swords here, they're coming through to make an offer. And you know what? Look at her position in this card. They know that you've been through a lot with them on this journey, okay? They're ready to make this strong offer towards you, but look at how she's leaning back. It's like she wants it, okay? Many of you may be communicating with your masculines. You can't help but, again, want to support them with whatever it is they're going through. A lot of you are wanting to support them because you really want to show them that it's like, hey, when you put your heart on the line, it's going to be rewarded, okay? It's been really hard for many of your masculines to speak up and communicate with you, say what they want. Like, I feel like a lot of masculines don't realize that when they speak up and when they say what they want, it's really sexy to you and it's really attractive. I think that they've been conditioned to believe that it's like if you show your passion towards a woman, it's like, oh, all of a sudden you're weak, or like, oh, you're whipped, or like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, this is a divine feminine who has her shit going on, so you better come at her confident and like, you know, you have your shit together too. You know, like you better come at her like you're not afraid of rejection. Okay, because it's gonna come at her. It's gonna come off as a turnoff if you show up as a masculine who's sensitive as fuck. And I don't mean to curse, but it's like I feel like the masculine energy coming through in this reading in a way that it's like, you know, it's okay to be sensitive. You know, don't get me wrong, but it's like, you know, I feel like a lot of masculines are really tapping into, like, you know, what is confidence to them? In this case, you know. What's confidence to this divine masculine? Like, does it mean speaking your mind? Does it mean genuinely, like saying what you want is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like a lot of masculines are tapping into this. Like, they see the feminine as like, just so beautiful and so mature. And like, this is a divine feminine where it's like, you don't play games. Like, you don't have time for that. Like, if they want someone who plays games, like, go back to the karmic. Like, if that's the type of shit that gets you going, like the drama, the fucking, like, the unknown, the uncertainty, like the toxicity, like, if that's what you want, you go after it, you know. But this is a divine feminine who, it's like, you guys don't really have the time of day for that. So it's like, even though he's making you this offer and you're there supporting him, she's kind of using her fingers to hold her from, like, moving backwards here, which lets me know that it's like she's kind of backing away from this offer a little bit. And not because she doesn't want this divine masculine. It's just, I feel like many of you are being cautious right now. And that whole idea of you guys kind of backing away, it's making your divine masculines, really kind of analyze the situation as to like, okay, you know what? I need to slow down. I need to back off. I really just need to let her be and do her thing and try not to get too carried away or overwhelmed by it, because that's the energy of many of your masculines. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. And if you guys are curious to see what the Ten of Wands looks like with all of the covering, and by the way, someone in the last video said that some other readers use sticky notes to cover the inappropriate cards. So I want to thank you for leaving that comment for me, because I've kind of like covered it up with the crystals here. And that gives me more freedom to use a lot more of the decks that I have. Because, oh goodness, guys, like from the very beginning of my twin flame journey, I've always been attracted to like, just like, why the hell, like all of this passion and romance, and like even my own divine masculine has shifted. Just my whole take on life itself when it comes to my sexuality, so yeah, whoever you are in the comments, I remember you leaving a message like that for me. So thank you. I've kind of covered it up here. But this Ten of Wands here, like it really does indicate that they want you so bad. Like they're so passionate about you, and they're finally ready to explore all of this passion here with you. And they can feel that you're more cautious this time around. But what I'm getting from this reading is like, they don't care. They're going to be patient. Okay. And also too, like you being so cautious is it's even more sexier than they imagined. Like they just see you as very strong and independent, but at the same time, many of your masculines know that there's a large majority of you out there that have been celibate. So it's like, I don't know if you guys have checked out the divine masculine letters that I've done, but the animalistic side of them sees you as like this little bunny rabbit that they want to pounce on, but at the same time, it's so magnetic, because it's like you're so strong. It's like, you don't need this divine masculine, but you sure as hell want him, divine feminine, okay? You sure as hell want him, okay? And guys, please don't get triggered when I say him or her. Relate it to how the energy relates to you in terms of divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? I just say it, him and her, and I associate divine masculine and divine feminine with the same him and her principle, because it represents duality. There's two energies here: masculine, feminine, male, female. Okay, but I understand that each soul is different when they incarnate here on this planet Earth. Okay, so just take it how it resonates, and take the reading and shift it to how it is you feel at the core. But yeah, guys, like, overall the energy is that a lot of you masculines, they don't have any indication of stopping, like when it comes to coming towards you or making an offer or letting you know that they're really serious. And the reason being is because they've had their twin flame epiphany, and I've mentioned that in the last few readings on the channel. Within like the last 20 videos, that's been the theme. That's how we ended off 2022, was the divine feminine finally letting go, going on her glow up. And now many of your masculines, they're pushing that energy at you, which is like, this is how I've been absorbing your glow up. And now many of them are just coming at you very heavily, very strongly. And again, for a lot of you doing the shadow work, you're not triggered by your masculines. They could be coming in and out, coming in hot and heavy, and they're ghosting. And this time what's different is that you're not reacting to their ghosting the same way. Many of you are like, you want to ghost? Like, ghost. Because I know that it's not because you don't want this or you don't want me. In fact, it has nothing to do with me. You're ghosting because of the energy that you're feeling and you're experiencing. And for the majority of masculines that are coming towards you guys and you're in this goddess energy and they're ghosting, it's pretty clear and obvious that many of them are doing it because they are, testing the waters. They are, coming close to you, having a conversation with you, and then moving 3 steps back because they're like, whoa, I need to work on this before I engage any further. Or wait a second, I need to develop, this area of my life a little bit more before I further engage. Okay, so, it really just is about healing right now. Many of you really just loving the journey for what it is. And finally, it's at a place for many twin flames right now where you guys are just enjoying the moment and just letting divine timing do its thing. I feel like many of you are letting go as well of outcomes and expectations and, many feminines are allowing their masculines to do a lot of the courting as well at this time. All right. So, yeah, I don't know whose reading this is, but it was a sweet one. All right. I love you guys. Check me out on Patreon for more behind the scenes reading. Otherwise, if not, I'll catch you guys in tomorrow night's reading. Okay. I love you. Thanks for your support. All right. Bye, guys.